Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, we're going to go over the unpack operator in Python. Now the unpack operator is something that is not commonly used in most Python by most Python programmers, right? So it's just a little quirky part of Python that I think are a bit tricky, but in Python that I think we should cover. So I'm just going to create a simple list and I'm going to assign it some numbers. So I'm going to go 1 2 this should be 2, and then 3 should be 3, and then 4, and then let me skip the space here, 5, and then 6. Okay, so we have just a list containing integers from 1 through 6. Okay, so now let's say that I want to print this on the screen, like I want to print it with this format: 1 and then space and then 2 and then space and 3 and then until 6. Okay, so how do I go about that? Some of you might suggest that we use a for loop, right? So we can do that using a for loop, and using a for loop we'll do it is like this: for num in lst, and then we can go print, and we're going to print that number, and we're going to say end. And this is going to be this because we want a space after every print instead of a new line. Okay, so by default I think in here is just \n, but for now we are just going to keep space so we don't get a new line. Okay, we want all the outputs on the same line. So if I run the code again, you see we get back that specific output, like 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so that's how we get back that output. So now let me go ahead and actually show you something. We can do this just in one line of Python. So you just go print. You must use the print statement. You can do it just by saying this. I'll explain to you just in a moment. So print, and then you use the asterisk. No, the asterisk is the unpack operator. So whenever it's kept in front of an iterable, it's going to pack out the elements from that iterable. So I'm going to say lst. Then if I run this code, we get back the same output. So that's how we can do the same thing that we did in 2 lines of Python, just by using 1 line of Python code, by using the unpack operator. So you can begin to see the power of the unpack operator. So what it does in the background, it calls a print statement, and for each print statement it passes in to 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4, then 5 and then 6. Okay, so if I run this again, we'll get back the same result. So that's what it does in the background. It calls it and then pass each element one after the other into the print statement. So now that you have looked at that, let's create a dictionary. For dictionary it's a bit different. So I'm going to create a dictionary. I'm going to give it the key 1, and then the value just be 1, and then 2, and then the value will be 2, and then we can go 3, and then the value is going to be 3, just like that, and then you're going to end that with some with a curly brace. So if I run this, we have that dictionary right there. Okay, so now let me go ahead and actually show you how we can actually print to use the unpack operator for a dictionary as well. So if I go print, and then I put in this and I pass in the dict. Okay, so what is going to happen is going to return to us the keys of the dictionary. So the first key is 1, it returns 1, and then the second key is 2, and then 2, and then 3, just like that. So it returns use the key. So if what happens if you use the double here, so if you use the double, it's going to return to you a keyword argument, right? So if you pass a keyword argument to this to the print statement, you're going to get an error. Okay, so now I'm just clear the screen, and then I show you, for example, how you can how we can use the dictionary and the unpack operator. So for example, let's say you have a function called test. Okay, and this function is going to take in some keyword arguments, so quags, and then inside of here you're going to just go for data in quags, right? You're going to call the quags for dot items. So we're going to get the key and the value, right? The items, you're going to be going to print data. Okay, you're going to print that data. So if I come down here and I'm going to call test, and I'm going to pass in double and then dict. So what this is going to return is going to return to us a keyword argument, and we're going to pass the keyword argument to this keyword arguments variable length argument, and you're simply going to print out the key and the value pair. So if I run this, we get the key back and the value pair. So you get the 1, the 2, and then the 3. So you have a tuple of the key and the value pair. So you can actually change this. You can actually print out the keys itself instead of the key value pair. But this is just to show you how you can access the key value pair from a dictionary. So for a dictionary, you use a double asterisk, the unpack operator twice in order to get back the key and the value. But if you use it once, it's only going to return to you the key, not the value. If you use it twice, it returns to you a tuple of the key and the value, right? A keyword argument of the tuple and then the value. So that's how we can go about using the unpack operator in Python. I hope this tutorial has help you to understand the unpack operator. So if you see someone doing something like this in Python, you shouldn't be surprised. You should be able to know what output is going to get. If you see the person using the double asterisk before a dictionary, you probably know that the person is going to get a keyword argument back. Just by seeing this syntax, I can tell that this is probably gonna be a dictionary, right? So yeah, I think this should also work with tuples, sets, and stuff like that. But you can try it out and let me know in the comment section below if it works with tuples and if it works with sets. So that's a little bit of an assignment for you to do. So guys, thanks for watching. If you like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing for my Python videos like this. We're going to look at very important, tricky, quirky parts of Python. We're also going to look into data science, machine learning, data visualization, NumPy, pandas, and all the stuff like that. So if you're interested in such stuff and Python programming in general, data science, please kindly consider hitting the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. It really encourages me to keep making these videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Keep safe.